Hey guys, Kevin here with KJ Mass Gaming. Got ourselves another Raid Shadow Legends Champion guide. Today we're going to be looking at my Skullcrown build. So Skullcrown is a Knight Revenant. She's an epic Void Affinity champion. She is an attack-based champion. Her A1 attacks all enemies, places an extra hit if the target has more than 50% HP. You can book that to have 20% more damage. Her A2 attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Weaken increases the damage taken by the champion by a percentage indicated by it, so they get 25% more damage from the weaken. To land this weaken though, you are going to need accuracy. It's got a 4-turn cooldown. When booked out, it'll actually be a 3-turn cooldown, and you have a 75% chance of placing this weekend. Her passive places an unkillable on this champion for 1 turn every time their HP drops below 20%. It is on a 6-turn cooldown, but when booked will be to a 4. She also has another passive, her From Beyond passive will revive her with 30% HP only when Sinesha is on the same team and alive. So if you have a Sinesha and she's alive and your Skullcrown dies, Skullcrown's coming back with 30% HP. It is on an 8-turn cooldown. When booked, it's on a 6. She also has an ally speed aura. Increases your ally speed in arena battles by 23%. Pretty good if you're going to use her in arena, which chances are if you pulled a Skullcrown, you probably will at some point. Her base stats, her HP is kind of low at 14,535. She's got a great base attack at 1,509. Defense is definitely on the low side at 826. Her speed is alright at 96. Definitely not the slowest. Far from the fastest. Crit rate's 15%. Crit damage 60 with a 30 resistance. We take a quick look at her reviews here. She rates real high on campaign. She is currently my campaign farmer. I run about 10-11 seconds on my brutal 12-6 runs when I'm farming food. Arena offense, 4.9. Not a surprise there. She's my main arena nuker. You build her out with enough crit damage, crit rate, and attack. She definitely nukes great. She's great on spider dens for keeping up with the spiderlings. Not so much for the big spider, but definitely gets through to the spiderlings. Arena defense, a little bit high. I mean, it depends on how you build her. Clan boss, not so great. She does great on Minotaur and in all of your keeps. Doesn't do much for Fire Knight because she doesn't do multiple hits. But for the most part, pretty great champion. Let's come over here and see how I have her built now. Get out of here. Alright, my personal Skullcrown. Alright, as you can see from her stats here, I went completely for damage. So at one point I had her well over 5,000 damage. But through testing and some research I found, running the higher crit damage on her with slightly less attack, she actually does more damage. Got her at fairly low HP at just under 28k. 4,500 on attack, definitely gets the job done. 1587 leaves her real squishy. The only thing I really bank on is the fact that she has that unkillable. Certain champions that doesn't help you with, but for the most part, you'll get her through at least 1 to maybe 2 rounds if you have her squishy like I do. 172 speed's not too bad, although depending on where you're at, if you're using her in arena, that could be pretty slow. 100% crit rate, 210% crit damage, that's where I'm getting all my damage from. Nothing really for resistance or accuracy. I wasn't worried about her hitting her weaken. I have other champions I use to actually debuff whoever I'm fighting against there. If we take a look at her masteries, I've got her ran through Flawless Execution, so I can get that extra crit damage on her. Because she is as squishy as she is, I've got her with Life Drinker, so she heals by a percentage when she's attacking with less than 50% HP, and if you're attacked once with the defense I have, you drop below 50%. I've also got her with Shadow Heal, so whenever an enemy heals, she's going to heal. And then down to Retribution, so she has a chance to counterattack when people hit her. So this is my personal way to go. It didn't really need an accuracy tree over here in support, and just wanted as much damage as we can get, so wasn't worried about a War Master or Giant Slayer, I'm never going to use her in Clan Boss. As for her artifacts, you can see I've got her in 2 different offense sets, so I get that extra 15% attack from each one, so an extra 30% there. We did go with the crit damage gloves, which as you can see I got lucky and got attack percent in there and crit rate, plus some speed. We went with an attack percent chest plate, again, got crit rate in there and speed. Her boots are going to be speed. I'm always going to do speed boots if I'm using them in Arena or in Clan Boss. Got lucky down here, got some more crit rate and a bunch of HP, which she definitely needs. Made sure we got crit rate on pretty much everything. The accuracy didn't matter here, but the 17% crit rate was what I needed. On her helmet, again, wanted crit rate. HP and attack percents are always great, so threw a couple of glyphs at those. And on her weapon, another one, big crit rate, HP percent, and attack percent. As for her accessories, went with the defense ring just because attack percent and defense percent on there. Always good things to have. Crit damage amulet you got to have if you're going for damage. And really the substats I wasn't worried about. This was the best amulet I had at the time. Eventually, hopefully I'll find one better and get her a 6-star one, do some more damage. And then went with the attack banner. Got lucky, got 2 rolls into speed, plus an attack percent on here. So this is another one, gives me a whole lot of attack for her. Now we'll take her for a couple runs here, see what she can do. See what we can do in Arena here, see if we can even find a worthwhile fight. In Silver 3, it's near impossible for me to fight a speed team. All of them have speeds that I can't really do much about. We'll give this team a try here. As you can see, I have her in for her speed aura, that plus 23% as my lead in here. And she is my nuker along with Contra. We got a Apothecary down here for his boost in speed, and a Madame Ceres to drop their defense. Let's see what happens here. Load this up, see if I manage to get the first turns or not. Alright, Apothecary is fast enough. Their Umbral is a little bit quick there. We'll see if we can manage to get our attack off. Get people down this way and then come in with Skullcrown. As you can see, she does a whole lot of damage there. But her health will start to go down pretty quick whenever she starts getting hit. Whole idea here, though, is to try to avoid having to go past the first round or have an easy second round with it. So there you go. 72k. Not really the best I've done with her. I've seen her do 150 before, but enough to get the job done there. Come over here. We'll take a look at where she's at. Come to the dungeons quick. So I use her a lot in Spider. She definitely does a lot of work for me for keeping track of the spiderlings, so we'll do one run here. Again, we have Apothecary in here for his speed ups and tiny bit of healing, but mostly this defense aura he has. Stag for bringing down defense. Coldheart is going to do all our damage to the big spider, and Grush is going to help keep everyone alive, so let's see how this runs here. Get this started, let you see a couple of rounds here real quick. See what she's doing. Stag will come in, decrease everyone's defense for us. Grush really not worried about anything but his A1. Boost our speed. Stag will slow down the big spider for us. Skullcrown, as always, will help keep track of the spiderlings. There's our leech, so it's going to keep everyone alive through the battle. Coldheart does her thing. And then we'll come back, Skullcrown. There you go, knocking spiders. We'll come back here once we get to the end of the fight, show you what it looks like. Okay, here we are, 2.5 minutes. As we see, Skullcrown did a whole lot of damage here, although like I previously said, this is all almost damage done to nothing but spiderlings. Coldheart did the bulk of what we did to the big spider there. Crit damage amulet. Not too worried about the substats. We'll definitely keep that for now. Lastly, we'll come through here and we'll do a run through campaign. See how that goes. We just got Soul of the Drakes yesterday, so we're running her through, trying to get her leveled up to 60. let's take that guy out. We'll throw in a couple of these here. We'll see what a quick run-through campaign looks like with her. Yeah, 30 to 50k on her A2, 16 on the low. And again through there, 11-second run. Not too bad there. So next we're probably going to end up doing a video here soon on Stag Knight and then our Apothecary. If you like these videos, you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Soon we'll have the next video up for Stag Knight, and we will see you guys later.